The Hotel Stalker. I'm a solo traveler. I've done it for years. The thrill of new places, new faces, but my friends can't keep up, and they definitely can't afford to jet around like I can. But this trip, San Diego, the last major California city on my list, and it became something I will never forget. This wasn't the vacation I expected. When I checked into my hotel near downtown, everything seemed normal. The lobby was quiet. That's when I met him. A guy, probably a little older than me. He smiled, asked where I was from, how long I'd be staying. Simple questions, but something about him didn't feel right. He offered to help me with my bags, even though I didn't ask. He was nice enough, but I wasn't sure I trusted him. But then again, he seemed harmless, just another solo traveler like me. He set my bags down outside my door, gave me a quick smile, and wished me a pleasant stay. I thanked him and stepped inside, trying to shake off the strange feeling in the pit of my stomach. Maybe I was just being paranoid. I was exhausted, so I decided to recharge with a quick nap. Just a few minutes to clear my head. I didn't think much of it at the time. After a quick nap, I felt refreshed and ready to explore. San Diego was waiting for me, and I was determined to enjoy every second of it. Just as I was about to head outside, the front desk clerk called me over. I turned around, wondering what was going on.
What did the man do when you went upstairs with him?
I told her he helped me with my bags, and then wished me a good stay before leaving.
He's been hanging around the hotel, lingered outside for a while, then entered shortly after you did. I don't think he's a guest here.
Her words hit me harder than I expected. She advised me to avoid him if I saw him again. It was unsettling. And even though I wanted to dismiss it, I couldn't ignore the nagging feeling in my gut. I hoped she was mistaken, but I decided to take her advice. At that point, I knew it wasn't just paranoia. Something was wrong. I spent the rest of the day exploring San Diego. The city was beautiful, vibrant, alive. But as the night fell, I made my way back to the hotel to change for dinner. The front desk was staffed by someone new. It felt like I'd only just spoken to the other clerk, but that didn't matter. I just wanted to relax. After a quick shower and fresh clothes, I lay down for another short nap. The day had been long, and I needed a moment to recharge before heading out for dinner. But then, just as I was drifting off, I heard it, a knock at my door. I wasn't expecting anyone. I didn't order anything. I peered through the peephole and saw nothing, just an empty hallway. Then I heard it, a man's voice, soft, almost whispering, saying, "Housekeeping." I hadn't called for housekeeping. I froze. Something about that voice felt off. And when I checked through the peephole again, I saw nothing. I didn't know what to do. The front desk confirmed. No housekeeping had been sent to my room, and they told me someone was coming to my room for my safety. A few minutes later, a maid came by. I explained the situation and thanked her for coming. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. I went out for dinner and then joined a city lights tour, trying to enjoy the bustling nightlife. When I returned around 10 p.m., I decided to talk to the front desk again. I asked if anyone matching the man's description had been seen in the lobby. The clerk assured me no one had been seen, and reviewed the live footage of my floor. She confirmed no one had been in the halls. It didn't make sense. How could I have seen someone? How could I feel this unsettled if no one was there? I thanked her, but something gnawed at me. I went back to my room, trying to shake off the bad feeling. I changed into pajamas, turned on the TV, and tried to drift off. It didn't take long before I felt my body relax, until I heard the sound of a door closing. I felt the mattress shift, and then there he was, a man dressed in black, wearing a mask and a baseball hat. He was sitting on the edge of my bed, reaching for me. He grabbed me, trying to cover my mouth to stifle my screams. I fought back, my heart pounding in my chest. I screamed as loud as I could, hoping someone would hear me. Just then, I heard someone knocking on the door. The man let go of me, opened the door, and shoved the woman who had been knocking to the floor. He ran down the hall, bolting toward the stairs. The woman rushed in to check on me. I was in shock, tears streaming down my face. Guests from nearby rooms came out and the staff called the police. The police reviewed the footage and discovered that somehow the man had acquired a master key, giving him access to my room. His disguise concealed his identity, but I suspected he was the same man who had helped me with my bags earlier. It was horrifying to think he might have targeted someone else before me. Despite the trauma, I tried to enjoy the rest of my trip, but the experience haunted me. The hotel reimbursed me for my stay and moved me to another room. In hindsight, I probably should have pressed charges against the hotel. They provided the police with all the footage, but I was never contacted to identify anyone. It was likely that the man was never caught, and I would never truly know if I was his first or if he had done this before.